What is up, family? Today we have a Raw solo gameplay for you guys. Raw, probably one of the strongest solo gods right now, leaning up against a Herc, which is already a tough task. So you guys are just going to see this build that I go with is probably the most broken build in Smite 2, I guess, of all time. Um, it's just crazy in the early game, crazy in the mid game, falls off a little in the late game, but still very viable. You could still do a lot in the late game, depending on your positioning. As you can see, already in the early game, I'm already out clearing a Hercules, which is already a crazy kind of indication of how powerful Raz 2 is right now. If you guys didn't know, Raz 2 is super OP, especially with the items that I'm about to build on it. But as always with these play-by-plays, I will be skipping parts that I don't think are important while talking over them still. And again, I really appreciate all the support that you've given me. But back to the gameplay here. The goal with Raw is to first max out your 2, and then you can either go with 1 or your 3. After that, I personally like to go with 1 just because of my wave clear. And just look at this. Sure, Herc gets us down fully, but we have our health pot still, and for some reason we're still out clearing the Herc, right? So the thing that Herc is doing wrong here is he's focusing all his abilities on trying to kill me. Okay, he's focusing on all his, sorry about that, about the game chat, but he's focusing all his abilities on trying to kill me instead of hitting the minion wave, and because of that, even though he gets me low, he still has to back up, and I end up getting the neutral farm, right? So he backs, I'm gonna back here too, just so he doesn't have that power spike, and the matchup is still even when he returns. So to not miss any minions here, actually I am not gonna take the portal, because if you look at the mini map, there's a little big green dot in the wave. That means a brute is it's a brute wave, meaning that it's that big minion that has a ton of health in that wave. So we're not gonna miss any minions to tower. Hence why I didn't use the portal there. I'm saving my teleport. Herc already wasted his teleport. All neutral farms are down, and I didn't miss any minions by not even using teleport, right? And I end up already hitting 5 here. Herc is still level 4, so we are good to go. Our blue is almost up, but we're gonna clear wave first here and see what Herc does, and we'll react to that. Again, using my 3 to clear wave, using my 2 to clear wave. Unfortunately, we're getting ganked by Odin. We get a Sunder off, we get an Odin ult off, and we'll see. Let's see if we still live here, and we end up still living here. Just kidding. We end up dying here. But good tower dive by Odin there. They're gonna end up invading my blue. And I call enemy ultimate down. So as I save my teleport, I get to use it now. I'm gonna go ahead and clear this wave. I know that my blue camp is already down, but I'm checking it just to get my timers on it. Herc gets totem. He also gets camp here. He tries to line it up, hence why I backpedaled and dodged it. Look at my clear. I still have 1 minion up, still healing, and I'm using my minion as a body block because Herc can only hit me with his autos right now since all his abilities are down. And make him miss his 1. Make him miss his 2, he hits his 1, and right now we're just autoing him down. We are gonna win this trade 90% of the time unless I completely miss all my autos, right? So here we're just gonna work on clearing minion wave. He hits his 2-1 combo, which is fine, and just look at how much I heal. So he forces an ult out of him. We hear Nem coming, hence why I'm leading him towards Nem. I missed my ult, unfortunately, and he ends up living, which is all right. Nem did not have his Nem did not have her ult, so end up dying here. But we got our first item, Phoenix Shield, and right now it is a very slow start for me. And this Herc is kind of dominating the lane. Well, I wouldn't say dominating. He's level 7, I'm level 6, but I am gonna miss a couple minions here to tower, maybe even a full wave. But you guys will see how, as this build gets going, how strong solo Ra is. Anyways, Herc again now using his abilities to clear wave, hence why I'm doing the same thing too. Maxing out my 2, like I said. Herc getting neutral farm, and just watch how I challenge him here, right? I'm gonna win this trade no matter what. He has his autos, I have all my abilities, and I try to ult him here. Disclaimer, if you guys can't already tell, I'm really bad with raw ult. I can't hit it to save my life. But anyways, clearing the wave here. We're gonna trade him here just because of Phoenix Shield. Phoenix Shield heals me per passive, hence why I put Phoenix Shield on Raw. Hence why we're maxing out the 2 first, because every time you hit an auto with your 2, Phoenix Shield procs. And if you don't, if you're newer to Smite and you know like what the hell is procs? Procs is basically another word for triggers. Phoenix Shield's passive heals off your maximum health. So, and it heals based on your ability. So with Raws 2, when you 2, it becomes like an AoE 2. Just check this out. So I 2 here, and my auto attack goes through all the minions. And each auto attack, when that happens, it's counted as an ability. Hence why each time I auto, I'm healing myself. And that's what makes this build so OP, because of how much healing and sustain I have with this build. So now we just clear blue, red, go back to lane. I haven't skipped a lot in this video yet, just because I think everything's been pretty important. Little things that I do in lane, making sure I don't miss a minion wave. We're gonna back here, grab Glad Shield, and what Glad Shield does is, yes, it gives you prots, but your abilities damage the enemy based on your protections as well. That's a passive of Glad Shield. So we're gonna challenge Herc here. We're gonna poke him out with this in this mid camp. He's already halfway to securing the totem, so I didn't really go in there and challenge. There's really no point. We're gonna spend our abilities, clearing wave, and then we're just gonna 2 him down. This is literally what the build is. We hit our ult there, he ults, and even though he has his passive, he's all buff, just look how I trade him here. How I out trade him here, sorry. He's already 1-shot, and he's running back. Like, I don't care if he gets me 1-shot, I will, because of the build and maxing out my 2. Because of my build and maxing out my 2, I will out sustain him here, and because I out sustain him, I'll be able to fight longer. And because I'm relying on my autos to be my main damage dealer, it's I don't have to wait for cooldown. I guess I have to wait a little bit for my 2 to get on cooldown. Juke him here, sidestep. He body blocks me, which is fine. Again, I'm gonna out trade him here. I am literally out trading him here. He's already 1-shot, missing a few autos there, but it's all right nonetheless. And again, one moment I'm 1-shot, I'm like at 300 health. 2 seconds later, I'm back at 1,000, right? So that's just the power of this build. And now I don't think the rest is pretty important. So we see Herc back. Minion wave here. He's going to end up missing a minion wave. We're going to grab blue timers. His blue's almost up. We're going to grab totem. And right there, we're just grabbing Herc's timers. You could have argued that I could have invaded his blue, but we already see Herc there, so that means he took the teleporter. I don't have teleport here. And I've placed a ward in solo lane because I got ganked. And good on Nemesis to secure the blue there. I miss my 2 badly there. I thought he was gonna go towards Fire Giant. He ended up going towards lane, which is fine. I'm just gonna end up clearing lane here. So Nem unfortunately gets caught by Herc 2, but she has a shield, which is all right.
Fuck, he's over here.
This guy's just cracking me up the entire time. Unfortunately, this Nem's a goner. I don't have Phantom Shell for this, and she should be just dead here. I'm trying to help as much as I can, but yeah, I mean, we got a Herc Link out of that, so I mean, can't complain. And just watch this. Just watch the sustain here, right? There's two of them on me, and it's impossible for me to die. I think this build. I mean, I've seen this build go to a 1v3 toe-to-toe and kill 2 people, and the last guy has to run away, right? This build has just been so great. I know right now I'm only 0-2 and 0, but I promise you, once it gets to the mid-late game, this build really, really shines, especially once you get into team fights. Now we're gonna go ahead and invade their blue, invade their red. Nothing's there. No timers are up. Herc is level 13. I'm level 12, but yeah, I'm still duking it out with Herc. He ults me. You know, I'm still just straight up just still boxing him. I'm not really scared of him here. You know, I'm just 2-ing, sustaining, and we see Odin here at the left jungle. Our red and blue are about to come up, so we're gonna go ahead and rotate here. I ping Soul that Odin's here on the left side, on the right side, I mean, and Odin gets a secure here, and we're just gonna auto down Odin. Capri ends up coming here, and I think she gets and okay, I just have to say silent there. I mean, that was the easiest raw ult of my life, and I'm pretty sure I just saw Raw's ult through my window. That's how badly I miss. I'm so sorry, guys. But anyways, as you can see, I have I don't even think I have Raw at Mastery 1 yet. Maybe Mastery 2. I think I take that back. I think I have Raw like Mastery 2. But it literally takes like, what, 2 or 3 games to get somebody to Mastery 2. So it's really not that hard. Anyways, third item's going to be Soul Gem here. And whatever you guys saw, you guys did not see. All right, this never happened. I hit all my Raw ults. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and rotate left. We're going to start setting up for Fire Giant. We see Iza here. She is essentially dead. If not super low dash, she has to back up. Trying to get a cutoff here. Odin's here. Iza's here. I don't think we get anything much out of this team fight. Yeah, I mean, nothing really happens. So I healed Zeus up there with my 3. Wasn't using my 3 to heal, but as someone that if you're a raw player, make sure to use your 3 to heal your teammates as well. Don't forget your 3 heals and not just damages, right? It's my own fault there. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and burn this Gold Fury up, see if we can secure it. I mean, it's a 5v5 Gold Fury. Maybe not everybody's here on the map. However, Zeus is here. Zeus has a very strong secure in Gold Fury. Odin's here, and they end up getting Gold Fury, which is alright. I mean, Odin is very weak. Not Odin, whoever that was. Zeus was very weak. And just look at the sustain here. I mean, I think I end up dying here, but that's just because I couldn't get my autos off. But I was literally getting comboed on by a Zeus ult, an Odin, a Ymir, and Ymir eventually killed me. So it took like 3 of them to kind of focus me there to kill me. And I think this is the last time I die. I die in this game. I think throughout this game, I just go on a crazy, like straight up massacre. And this build just fully goes online, right? So now I'm going to clear my blues, and while I have this sped up, I do want to take the time to let you guys know about the Smite 2 Discord. I've joined it, I think, in May, and I've met some really cool people. Huge shout out to Kepri here. Kepri is Nyman, and then Zeus is Gisaurus Rex. They've just been dominating, and they're super, super great, super nice people. And you can just meet so many people like that in Smite 2. If you guys are having trouble finding games or finding friends to play with, just because, I get not a lot of people, not a lot of IRL friends of mine play Smite. Not a lot of them even hear it, right? I mean, you got COD, you got people like usually play Fortnite COD as we secure this Pyromancer. Odin ult here, wasted Odin ult. Odin should be dead here if not super weak, but we ended up securing Pyromancer, which is all that matters in this team fight. Anything else is a bonus, or maybe damage. And just look at how much sustain I have in this build. This should just be a free raw ult. We end up hitting Hercules. Odin comes in, not really a threat, and close call there.
Why would this is an Ami free farm left lane?
Anyways, just ignore whatever this jungler says. He says that we should match. I think he ends up saying that we should match wherever your laner is at, which is not true.
Like seriously?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. We got Pyro there. We got objective secure there. I mean, Izanami got left Phoenix, sure, but I mean, it's alright. What can you do about it, right? I was saying, yeah, I mean, if you don't have IRL friends, or if you don't have friends that want to play Smite, I suggest just joining Smite 2 Discord. There's a ton of people that obviously if you're in Smite 2 Discord, you like playing Smite, whatever. But there's some really cool people in there. I'm in there for sure. I wouldn't consider myself cool, but anyways, dies of cringe. Anyways, yeah. As I was saying, I said if you don't, if you just want to meet some cool people that play Smite, join Smite 2 Discord. You don't even have to, play games with them. You can just go in the Smite general chat or whatever. And yeah, everybody makes jokes all the time. People in Smite 2, people in the Smite 2 Discord usually don't. I mean, you can talk about Smite obviously if you want to, but a lot of the times they're just talking about like some funny stuff. Everybody's just super chill in there. But yeah, if you guys are interested in joining Smite 2 Discord, let me know in the comments and I can drop the link in the description. However, as we get into this team fight, we saw that they have vision in Gold Fury because of the red sky on top of the Gold Fury. If the sky is red on the Gold Fury, that means that they got the Gold Fury Harpies and they have Gold Fury vision. If it's clear, that means they don't have vision. And you see how it's red right there?
Wasted too much time.
Little glowing red right here. That means that they can see. It's basically having the Gold Fury ward, right? When you have the Gold Fury vision. So just be wary of that. We know that they have vision over this, but we're still going to fight over it. Odin's down. That is a good ult from our Kook, and we are good here. Just watch, and just, again, watch our sustain here. I'm one shot, right? I am one shot. I'm sustaining, I'm sustaining, I'm sustaining. Just trying my best to stay alive, and I still end up living. We had a Zeus on us. We had a Herc on us, just beating us down. But we still come out alive, which is the most important part. Plus, we got gold free secure. So now we're gonna go ahead and stop this Iza. I do think I end up dying here. So Iza goes invis. I ult her. She's dead. But we get a gank from Ymir and Odin, and Nemesis is kind of just watching until last minute. If you guys just if I slow down that fight to normal speed, you guys would have seen how long it took them to help out in the fight. 1, 4, and 3. Obviously, not the best stat, not the most convincing showing of this build, right? But again, I end up taking over in the late game. We're still up 4k gold. I am still at the same level as Herc, and right now we got a pretty nice team fight that's about to come up here. So Odin's one shot, he backs up. We have their Su's backing up. We have Ymir backing up, and we're just gonna try to get picks here. So we see Zeus as a solo laner. I want to harass their backline as much as possible. We see their Herc here, and we're gonna go ahead, see a free speed and invade this. Go ahead and go to mid tower, and I think they should just be free tower here. We get a Zeus ult down, awful Zeus ult. He should just be waiting for Odin here. We're gonna go ahead and focus on tower, and just look at the sustain. Good Kook ult into my ult, and they just end up dying there. So that's 146 assists from this. 2 assists from me. Again, look at me just walk into this tower, right? I mean, I'm just healing. Look at my health bar just going up every time I auto, and that's just because I got the Phoenix Shield, Glad Shield, Soul Gem combo. You can even add Shoguns on this build for increased attack speed, but I didn't go Shoguns just because I was laning up against a Herc. If you were laning up against like a mage, like Anubis, or I guess a Ra, you can build Shoguns with this build, either first or second item, and then build it out after that. You can sub it for Talisman. I just chose to go Talisman because of the stuns and the CCs that I have. We have Herc dash, we have Herc knock up, Iza silence, Zeus stun, Ymir stun, Odin stun, and yeah, I mean, now we're just clearing our blue. We are grabbing our full sands, and then we're just gonna build our last item here. So, like I said, look at this big fat minion wave, and now I think we're headed to a team fight in dual lane. We see Herc here at the back rotating. Khepri is kind of alone here, but I think Khepri is just so tanky here.
Don't chase, don't chase.
And yeah, this Nam's just kind of just coaching us, which is all right. Just gets everybody in the team. It gets everybody in the team on the same page. It's never a bad thing to have that one voice in the team, unless of course they don't really know what they're talking about. Nem has a pretty good idea of what she's talking about, so it's all right. So we get Odin ulted here. Odin jumped into Herc ult, and Odin stunned. And now I'm just gonna beads purify everybody. Unfortunately, Kook ends up dying. And just look at the sustain, right? Look at me. I'm at 800 health. Odin jumps on me. Back to I went to 400. Now I'm back to 1,000. Get a kill there, and it's impossible to kill me. Look at this. I'm back at 1,300. And now back to 14k. Just gonna Herc ult here. Raw ult Herc. And it was almost a kill. Unfortunately, it was not enough. And now it's just free gold. Keep in mind, I was at one point, 400, 500 health, where my health bar was red. Now I'm back at 2k.
Enthusiasm.
And yeah, I think I also muted Zeus. I should have also muted them in this game, but I pull Gold Fury away from Zeus ult so he can secure it, which is fine. And again, just watch the sustain. It's literally impossible for them to kill me at this point. But that just goes to show the power of the build, right? We're gonna go ahead and go, I believe, Screeching Gargoyle on the last last item here. For some reason that word was tough for me. But filling our red, clearing blue, warding Fire Giant, and now there's gonna be another team fight here. We see Herc dashes us, stuns us, no problem. I'm not really scared of them here. I Pharaoh's curse them, and just look at my sustain. Like, yeah, just look at my sustain here. We see Iza split pushing, good call out by Nem. We don't want to get back toward Phoenix, and bad on Iza. Iza, being the carry, should be here in team fights. She is literally the reason why they're losing this team fights, because they're split. Excuse me. Because they're split pushing. Zeus ults us, and it hits us for what, 400, and now I'm just back to just fully healing, going back to 3k health. And again, it happens every time I hit my autos, because each of my item, maybe except for Talisman, procs or triggers on every time I hit an auto while I have my ability 2 up, right? Which is what makes this build extremely powerful. Now I'm just gonna speed it up just a little bit here, until we can reach our next team fight. Clearing wave here. As always, we still don't have 6 items, but I guess I could have rotated the fight earlier. So now we got a big team fight coming up here. Herc is weak. Zeus getting very nice damage on him. I try to Talisman Zeus there. Good ult from Kook, good ult from Kepri, good ult from Zeus, and we're gonna see if we can do some damage here. And just look at my health bar once again. It's literally just autoing them down, right? We're gonna straight up just hit our raw ult, and again, look at Nem. I mean, look at Iza. Can't kill me. We get stunned by Ymir here. I'm not scared. We see Herc right there. I'm not scared. I'm back to 900 health. And again, just literally from 200 to 1,000 health in a span of 2 seconds. And just look at this. Look at this. 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 1,400. And again, look, I don't care if there's a Herc here. I'm killing this Ymir. Right, I'm just gonna ignore him, and we're gonna come back to Herc. And Herc should be running away from here. So, and just even look at my jungle clear. I went from 12k to I went from 1,200 to 1,500 by clearing a camp. This build is super crazy, guys, and I recommend you just try this out in solo lane. This build won't be as good as in mid. This is a solo lane build, right? Because you want to be tanking solo lane, you want to have high sustain. Now we go ahead and secure Gold Fury. We see Zeus, Herc, and Odin in the middle with Iza, and we're gonna go ahead and rotate to Fire Giant here. So this is gonna be a Fire Giant fight. We have our 3 actives almost up. We have Pharaoh's Curse. We have Screeching. Screeching silences enemies in front of you. So That's always a good thing to have. So we're gonna go ahead and raw ult. We hit. I'm not sure who we hit there. Was that Ymir? I think we hit Ymir there. Herc is ulted by Nem, so his procs are lowered. I have Ferris Curse very late. And I mean, this should just be a GG from here. They should just F6, but I think they're still going to keep going, which is all right. This should be a Fire Giant secure here. We have wards up. Zeus and Ymir are here, good on Capri for zoning. And not letting them steal. Zeus is at mid, Ymir back in mid, and just like that, we have Fire Giant buff. Which brings me back to the point that I've talked about in my past videos. Smite's late game is so awful. I'm sitting at 3k gold. I mean, I guess I could purchase a 3k pot if I wanted to, but there's nothing else to do. We got Fire Giant, we win the game. It doesn't matter which team played better. Whoever secured that Fire Giant won the game. Um, and like I said, to my point, just watch how we run it down. How we just because we have Fire Giant buff, sure, it's a 2v3, but even if it was a 5v5, we would still just run it down just because we have Fire Giant buff, and that's just such an issue that I think Smite 2 needs to address. They have to add something for sure in the late game. I don't know what exactly, but it feels like Ancient Fury doesn't even matter at all. So ended up 3-4-16. Just always being there, just poking out. Obviously, I'm not going to be the person that gets the most kills, but I am there just to sustain. And as you can see, um, from my ult, from my miss ults, I'm literally like level mastery 1 on Raw. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy that video. If you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, comment what role you guys want me to see play next. I do have a Ymir build, a Ymir solo cooking. I have a few jungle videos that I want to show. I have a few Baron videos I want to show. Let me know. And as always, thank you again for all your support, and I will see you in the next one, family. Peace out.